It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And Carmelo, now a veteran in the NBA, always a great scorer, and could be a factor for a long time to come.
Yeah, Melo relies more on skill than athleticism, which bodes well for his future. He's a very smart player and knows exactly what he can get away with on the offense. But as a triangle expert, stay with the triangle, baby. It'll get you somewhere.
How many sides there in a triangle then, big fella?
I would have to say as many as my championships, -1, 3.
Huh?
Ooh.
3?
Huh?
3.
Yeah. You had, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I said it, -1. I know I got
-1.
4 championships.
And,
I got you, Ernie.
Dr. O'Neal.
Yeah, I got you, Ernie.
He gave you a little basketball, gave you a little addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
But I'll
It's
tell you,
geometry.
Give me a little Pythagorean theorem.
I'll tell you this. The most underrated thing, from what I hear, I have sources that have told me this, that he's a great leader in the locker room.
Melo.
Very underrated. Very underrated, everyone tells me.
Yeah.
I got a math equation for you, Ernest.
Mm-hmm.
E = MC squared.
Yes, it does. Isn't that right, Kevin Harlan?
I had to do it.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Welcome to New York City, the home of the Knicks. And, of course, Joakim Noah. Let's see how they continue to fare without him.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, guys, he said, we know what we have to do to beat this team because we've already done it once this year. And when I asked him about changing things up in the second meeting, he said, why would we? Until they prove they can handle us, we're not changing a thing. Sounds like he's pretty happy with the formula that won that first game, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Mid-season here now, Doris. Teams know what to expect from one another and from themselves.
Yeah, I think by this point in the year, Kevin, you have defined who you are and how you win. You know that the roles are delineated. Everybody knows the expectations on individual players and on the group.
Well said. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for the Suns, Fred. He's in at power forward. Young is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Warren, and it's Bender in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's the screen. Fred. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Bender the pass to Young. He dishes it to Prez. Back to Young, expanding his range, and Young just drilling the 3 there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Here's Porzingis.
You know, what's interesting about Porzingis is, yes, was there an adjustment period in terms of his NBA career? No question. But he had a very good grasp of the culture when he came over, and he loves the American lifestyle. He's got the slang down. He's a very outgoing guy.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, Kristaps Porzingis is an impressive athlete with perimeter skills, and at 7'2". I know his build has been slender, and that's a bit of a concern, but he's staying in the weight room trying to fill that frame out.
Double team on Rose. Here's O'Quinn. Oh, that's blocked.
And you gotta respect the D. Perez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
I'll tell you, that's some gritty work on the offensive glass. Staying active and coming away with second chance points, just so crucial.
Now, here is Young. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Kept alive. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Trying for it. Porzingis can't hit. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Warren. It's tipped. Prez kicks to Bender. He feeds it to Prez. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. 3 on the clock. Warren. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Warren's got his first bucket in this one. And you heard some in the Knicks front office say that Porzingis might actually be too tall in the NBA game. How often, Doris, you hear that?
No, for sure. I mean, there were some who wondered if his core strength might never enable him to hold position inside. But you know the Zen Master. Come on. I think that was classic reverse psychology. Setting out the challenge and making KP work to prove him wrong.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
The Suns trailing. Here's Prez. Another one falls for Pheonix.
And really can't fault the D there. Perez just torching them with better offense.
Rose against Young. Rose dishes to Carmelo. The 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Warren kicks to Prez. To the inside. And Bender throws it down.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Porzingis, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. No good on the 3.
Well, we know this guy has a lot of confidence in himself and will take that shot again if he gets a chance.
Wasted no time on that one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Prez. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland. Nice ball movement by Pheonix. To the middle. Young with no one around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Suns trail by 5. Here's Prez. Hands it from downtown. Prez has got 5 now.
And you gotta respect.
Let's go, hustle up. Look, I know Melo is rolling right now. We have got to stay sharp on defense. He cannot touch the ball. You hear me?
I mean, both terrific accuracy. Kyle Korver.
New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Melo and Porzingis, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Jennings out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5, patrolling the pace. They're the group. New York will start the second half. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide-open shot from Rose. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. And that's now 6 points for Rose.
And Rose
Jones has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight.
And on our line, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He scored 18 points and was really dynamic, doing a great job of finding his teammates and playing tough defense at the other end. Another outstanding outing, something that's become more and more commonplace for him. Bring it back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, David. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
He has made you wonder how the defense is going to scheme and try to stop him tonight. My thought is, whatever they do choose, he may have an answer for it. You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed assist, made the shot the easy part.
And here's Young from the arc. Goes up again, and it's laid in by Prez. Prez has got his third bucket of the night.
And Prez is all hustle, throwing himself on the offensive glass and then coming away with an important second chance opportunity.
Knight passes to Prez. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Rose. Young dishes to Prez. That misses off the back.
He doesn't have a polished inside game by any means, but that's an opportunity he should convert.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We see a lot of teams have gone through logo or jersey transitions, but the Knicks have had that classic blue and orange for a long time. One of the most iconic logos, not only in the NBA, but in all of sports.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. Young for 3, drills the three-pointer. Young's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
You know, for a first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
And the New York Knicks franchise, one of the founding franchises of the NBA back in 1946.
Well, and how about this, Kevin? The name Knickerbocker traces back even further to the Dutch settlers who came over in the 1600s. It referred to their knee-length style of pants, but came to represent New Yorkers in time.
That's good from Bender on the assist from Young. Bender's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
I'll tell you, what a battle. Neither team giving an inch. The lead changing hands back and forth.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
I approve that steal. Presidential pardon.
By Porzingis. Here's Anthony. It's blocked. Prez with the ball. 7 points in the game. Here's Young. Brandon Jennings comes up with a rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Hey, you know, it happens sometimes. Clear your mind, on to the next play.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Kyle O'Quinn, he wasn't a well-known player in college, but he was a find in that second round of the draft. Whenever you have a player with his size and ability to eat up space in the middle, he's going to find a place on the roster.
And it's checked in for New York.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
The drive by Booker. It's rebounded by New York. Size is something that teams will always look to acquire and find time for, and Doris O'Quinn fits that bill in a big way.
Yeah, Kev, it's not easy to find a player of O'Quinn's size that has as soft a touch as he does. He can step outside, pull out his defender, freeing up the middle for his team. A very easy shooting motion on O'Quinn. He looks very comfortable from the three-point line.
Prez kicks to Bender, and stolen by Bennett. Releases, and he's off on his first shot of the game. Suns trail by 3. Bender the pass to Prez. Fires from deep. Pheonix, no good that time either.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Well, fantastic rhythm on the catch and shoot. A lot of times that comes from Booker's terrific body control.
Dishes to Bennett. Feeds to Carmelo. Deflects the pass. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren.
Oh, nice play there.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Suns lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first half. How important is that contribution to the team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA, and when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, makes it a tough team to beat, and hopefully we can keep that up.
I'm sure it puts confidence in you and in the coach going into the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. These guys are relying on one man to beat us. He cannot touch the ball. You hear me? I want us to deny him the basketball. Work hard and stay on top of him. No easy buckets. Now let's get out there and win this game.
Welcome back to New York City. Some street art on the wall of the Canal Street subway station in Soho, south of Houston, just down the way from us. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
You know, he's been incredibly disruptive, and a lot of that due to his great instincts.
Here's who Earl Watson is starting the second half with. Fred in at power forward. Young is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Bender, and it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And, you know, certainly the culture of the NBA and basketball has seen some shifts over the last couple decades. Doris, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But I think from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Guys, I think he just lost track of his position.
New York trailing. Rose kicks to Porzingis. New York moving it around. Screen by Porzingis. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, the pass was perfect, and Carmelo just finishes with style.
Pheonix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Warren with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Warren kicks to Booker. No good with the triple. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position. Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, because of the size difference, that's probably not the one-on-one matchup they'd like to go to very often, but it worked that time.
Porzingis with the steal. Anthony against Warren. Porzingis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Dragan Bender.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Derrick Rose.
know, for Phoenix, it's been a little bit of a lull here, right? Remember, this was a team that came out of nowhere to win 48 games back in 2014, and the Suns are hoping they can make that leap again. This time, they want to sustain it.
And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Porzingis, and there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's an example of the release point being so high, the defender has no options. You just don't see that many players, Porzingis' size, 7'2", 7'3", who can stroke the jumper the way he can.
And for the Suns, a lot was made of players wanting out and demanding trades. Doris, maybe their biggest obstacle has been the health of Eric Bledsoe.
Right, it's debatable, Kevin. Top 20, top 30 when he's healthy, but he's now torn his meniscus in both knees. This is a player with elite athleticism, and that's part of what makes him special. Injuries tough to predict and can force a franchise to revise their timelines.
And Dragan Bender gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Jennings against Young. Jennings kicks to Porzingis to the inside. It's blocked.
And shooters have to be more careful when Bender is nearby. He's so skilled at rejecting shots.
It's the three-point bomb. And now just a 1-point New York lead.
Oh, that pass was right on the money. He'll get a well-deserved high five for that one.
Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And looking now at the distribution of assists, one slice of the chart being the OJ tandem of Mr. Prez and Justice Young, and the other slice of the pie, the rest of the team.
And this is the kind of game that you can see the true impact of what OJ means to this team. The way they are able to draw the defense to what they are doing and open up looks for others and get them the ball is huge for this offense.
Pass to Anthony. Lee sets a screen for Anthony. Outside, Porzingis down to 5 on the shot clock. New York, no good that time either.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Warren kicks to Young. Now the dish to Bender. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Bender's got 13.
Boy, he's been dead-eyed tonight, and the whole team has prospered from that.
Jennings dishes to Lee. Here's Anthony, and it's blocked. Warren the pass to Prez. Here's Booker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Devin Booker was named, Doris, as one of the USA Select players this past summer. He's a good young player.
And don't be fooled into thinking this is just getting named to the practice squad. A lot of All-Stars got their start by playing on the USA Select team. I won't be surprised if Mr. Booker is representing his country in international competition in short order.
On the wing, Lee, defended by Booker. Warren against Anthony. John to shoot. Will it go? Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 11. Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Young kicks to Prez. Young outside. Inside, Prez. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Here's Anthony with nobody on him. He parries the jumper. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
Young inside. He's guarded by Jennings. And they pick up 2. And the Suns lead by 2. Now Lee. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Jennings kicks to Porzingis. And Anthony, the pass to Kuzminskis. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Suns moving the ball around. And there's Bender. That's good on the assist by Warren. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now here's Jennings. He has 7. They set the screen. Fires from deep. That one misses. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Knicks trail by 6. They've got Jennings. He's out there with Lee. Anthony is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Kuzminskis in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. That one good for 2.
You know, after a first half of poor shooting, he is turning up the heat now.
Sun shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. So the wing on the left. Rob. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Jennings wide open. They grab their own miss. O'Quinn, the third shot of the possession, finally falls for him.
Boy, you got to give it to the big fella from Norfolk State. O'Quinn making his presence felt on the second chance opportunities.
And Young kicks to Bender. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the glory days for the Knicks back in the early 70s, 1970 and 73 to be exact. The franchise's 2 NBA championships. Who can ever forget?
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. And what a great team that was. Doris, that roster for the Knicks in the early 70s. Wow.
Wow, you're right, Kevin. Dick Barnett, Bill Bradley, Dave DeBusschere, Willis Reed, and of course, Walt Frazier. All fixtures on both title runs. It was a deep team, and they worked beautifully together. You know, one thing about Melo that goes overlooked so often is just how aware he is on the offensive end. He does a great job with positioning and finds space on his own. There's such a natural feel for the flow of the game that he has that few others share.
Prez kicks to Booker. Bender dishes to Prez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And that aspect that Melo has to know exactly where everyone is on the floor, Doris, that's something that you just can't teach.
Oh, Kevin, you're 100% right. You can't teach it. And it's a skill that makes life so much easier on the offensive end. You know, it allows Melo to see all the angles of the play before it happens, knowing exactly where to put a pass or when his teammate will pop open. You know, and it's all those little things that go into making him such a great scorer for so much of his career.
You're going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Prez kicks to Bender. Fades and shoots. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Porzingis is checked in for New York. Knicks trailed by 3. Jennings kicks to Lee. Anthony against Warren. A baseline J. New York, no good that time either. The Suns shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Yep, that one goes in there.
And Bender can really score in a hurry. He's very good at making the defense guess wrong, feasting on every error they make.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Young's running. Tries again. And the layup is good. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just laziness on the part of the defense, not hustling to get to the boards.
Lets a floater go, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, and KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, you can look back over some of the legends who suited up in a New York Knickerbockers uniform. Walt Frazier, Patrick Ewing, Willis Reed, names that will certainly live on in the proud history of this organization.
Over in the corner, Lee. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Anthony. And the Knicks, regular playoff contenders from the late 60s through the turn of the century, but just 4 playoff appearances, Doris, in the last 15 years. How did they get to being back as a playoff regular?
Well, Kevin, you know, with the new luxury tax and league-wise exposure, big markets don't have the same advantage they once did. In the media capital of New York, it's hard to go young and build from the ground up, but it's getting harder to create a winner any other way.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
He's still filling out that frame, but the greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
Out left to the wing. Anthony against Warren. Back to Young. From deep, gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Suns lead by 4. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Jennings kicks to Lee. Anthony, the pass to Lee. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it to Young. Pass to Prez. There's the pick. Booker dishes to Bender. He got right to the cup using that screen. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And being that Bender is over 7 feet tall, getting it to him in the post is a fantastic idea. He has many ways of scoring inside.
And the shot goes down. O'Quinn's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Young kicks to Prez. Booker the pass to Bender. That shot misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Porzingis, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Justice Young.
You know, Carmelo has had success playing at that power forward or the, quote, skill 4 role. It certainly fits the direction this league is trending.
And Doris, for Melo playing the 4, he can really pick apart those bigger, slower defenders on the perimeter.
Yeah, you know, I think he's been a little bit, Kevin, hesitant to absorb that wear and tear inside. With some of the knee and the back issues he's dealt with, you can absolutely understand why.
Rose, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Young. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
A gigantic bucket. You can see why this team trusts Young so much.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Anthony.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They set the pick. Here's Young. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That one's on Anthony. That free throw good from Young.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
You know, such a polished free throw shooter. He just makes the most of all of those chances when he gets them.
To the paint. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Boy, talk about O'Quinn delivering right when your team was desperate for a big play.
Here's Warren. To the inside. Prez dishes to Bender. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throws.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Can't believe we lost that game, y'all.
Makes me want to get right back out there.
Phew, you telling me.